Hey, welcome back to the channel for a brand new speed build. So today we're here creating the Frothy Foamer Cafe, and the name itself might sound super duper familiar to you, especially if you have tinkered around with the barista career in The Sims 4, or most importantly, if you've been watching our Growing with the Grovers LP, then you're probably very aware of the fact that Ayla Grover, our single mom, works here as a bean blender part-time just to make ends meet. And let me tell you, you don't make a lot of money from being a bean blender at the Frothy Foamer. I think you only earn like 73 simoleons a day, and there isn't really any room for growth either. It's kind of a dead-end job, which is unfortunate because Ayla loves working here. She loves her customers and interacting with her coworkers, especially Mr. Jonathan. Oh my god, like who doesn't love Jonathan? But anyways, I digress. Let me just tell you a little bit about the build. So I decided to build this lot on the 18 Celebration Way place lot thing. I don't even know what to call it. It's kind of a weird space because it's in between two roads that literally go in one circle and lead to nowhere. So when I was thinking of what type of lot I wanted to put here, it was kind of a toss-up between like a cafe or maybe a restaurant, or perhaps even like a public pool or a splash pad. But then if you take a look around, there's tons of parks, tons of splash pads in this particular area. Well, there's one, but it's like across the street, so it's kind of pointless for me to make one again if there's one literally across the street. So I decided, for the sake of our LP, to create the Frothy Foamer to kind of bring this fictional place into reality. And I thought it would be kind of fun to build a cafe because it's been a really long time since I have, and I'm gonna be so freaking transparent with you guys. I feel like I suck big freaking cojones, okay, big old balls, when I build any type of community lot. It's just not something I do often, so I kind of wanted to break out of my shell a little bit and just try to do something different. And I will say, like, I'm kind of proud of this build. You know, practice makes perfect. You gotta kind of step out of your comfort zone to grow type thing. And I will say though, I definitely struggled a lot figuring out what type of style to go with, because in The Sims 4 Growing Together, they give you two styles that are very like obvious and apparent, at least to me, because I'm not much of a builder. We have like a couple modern assets, right? Like literally a handful, and then we have the craftsman assets, which we've seen pretty prevalent throughout several packs, especially seasons, which I don't mind because it kind of just adds on top of that. But I didn't know what to do here. I was like, I don't know what type of build I should create, so I kind of just mashed it all together. And then I noticed like the color scheme started taking on more of this industrial vibe. So then I busted out the handy dandy industrial loft kit, and I had a lot of fun using it and implementing it into this build. So the Frothy Foamer, in my eyes, I mean, you might have a different vision, but for me personally, I feel like this is a place where college students would come and hang out. Maybe you would like pick up a book, or you'd be working on your next like project or something. There are some spaces for computers and stuff. In this build, you'll see me really struggle because I don't have a lot of space. I didn't know where the hell to put the damn like the computer tables or the computer desks, so I ended up putting them like in the middle of this room here. But then later I got the bright idea just to kind of have them line the walls, which makes a lot more sense. Granted, I'm not a huge fan, okay, of you working on your midterm paper and then having to smell what Johnny Zest had for lunch coming out the bathroom. But you know, it's The Sims. They sometimes you just gotta run with it and just make it work. But so I did actually put in two desks. I do have computers on them, but if you want to, you can just delete one of the computers and then you can bring your laptop and stuff. So I did make this like a university hangout. Granted, I haven't really played much with university, and I hope that I get the opportunity to do so. I am curious. Now, it sounds so stupid, and I'm asking you guys, but can you enroll in university and still live on your home lot? Because here's the thing. Ayla, again, as much as she loves working at the Frothy Foamer, she needs to start looking ahead, right? She needs to look into the future and think about what she wants to do, and what type of career path she'd like to pursue, so that she can bring home more than 73 simoleons a day. And a lot of you guys have been giving me great ideas about what that could be. I think one person, Roxy, actually said, was it Roxy? No, it was Bezgut's class, that she should go to college and maybe pursue a career as a journalist, because she really does like to write and stuff. And then she could do like her book writing thing as like a little side hustle. So I think maybe that would be, well, at first I think that's a great idea, but second, I think maybe she probably got that inspiration, or Ayla got the inspiration, tying it into what Bez said, from working at the Frothy Foamer. She sees a lot of people who have their careers and are, you know, writers and things like that, and she gets inspiration and she feels inspired to maybe pursue that herself. It's just she doesn't want to be away from Jacob, right, her son. And I get it, you know, he's only young for so long, so naturally she wants to spend as much time as she possibly can with him. But again, the simoleons are just not rolling in, and so she definitely has to start thinking of something else long term and thinking of it soon. So now we have the Frothy Foamer, and she can come and visit. She won't have to miss it. She can hang out with her coworkers. She can come and grab a bite. Hey, she could end up being the sim that she admires coming into the Frothy Foamer. So I don't know, I just thought it would be kind of cool. I relate the Frothy Foamer to like Patchy's from the Foremans for some reason. I don't know why. I really love that freaking bar, like so stinking much. And so it's just nice to kind of have like a little central hub, if you will. So I'm playing around with the interiors, and I didn't know what to do in terms of wallpaper. It's interesting because this wallpaper here with like the panels, this is a great wallpaper to use as a faux garage door. I saw Sim Lissy use it as a faux garage door in one of her like latest builds, and I was like, oh my god, that looks so good, because up until this point people were using like the panels and stuff, or the slats actually, and that worked too, but I feel like this just definitely resembles a garage door. So for the decorations and stuff, I just wanted to keep everything very consistent. I didn't want to clutter it up too much, but I definitely wanted it to have like that coffee or like cafe vibe. So again, going back to all of these items that I'm using, a lot of them are actually from the Industrial Loft kit. And I even got to use some of the items from the Everyday Clutter kit, such as the mug solo, to kind of add in a little extra zhoosh to the barista station. And I think I also used one of the little decor journals. I threw that on top of one of the computer desk tables, just to kind of give the illusion as if somebody was actively working there. Maybe they went to go to the bathroom, or they went and got their 5th cup of Java. I'm not really sure, but I really liked that illusion that, you know, even if a sim wasn't there, it kind of looked like they were there, if that makes sense. So the main area where you go and you order your coffee, I'm not gonna lie, like it's a very small space. It's super duper tight. It definitely can make you feel like you are a can of sardines, especially if you have everybody in Nancy Landgrab up there ordering an espresso. So you'll see me later kind of just organize and do like little tinkers here and there, but I will go back and add in a bump out, and then I throw down a get-together, I think it's a get-together gaming table, so that you can come and you can play like shimbles or do puzzles and things like that. So even though this place is idealistically great for studying and writing and reading books and stuff, it is also a really fun place to come and kind of hang out and, you know, have some fun with your friends if that's what you choose to do. So the exterior, I do some very light landscaping, nothing too crazy, just because, I mean, there really isn't a lot to do in the space anyways. But in the meantime, I'm like, yo, I'm really starting to not like this outdoor patio space. It just feels very like discombobulated, very unorganized, and it starts to kind of get under my skin a little bit. So you will see towards the end, even though it looks like I'm almost done, you will see me rework that too, and kind of create a little more balance out there, because I do think this would be a very nice place to come in like the warmer months, or maybe the warmer weather, because in SEQUIOA, I will say, even though it's winter in my game currently and it's cool in the mornings, it's like really warm in the afternoons, even during winter. Like, does it even snow in San SEQUIOA? Has it snowed in your game? Let me know, because I'm kind of thinking like, is this something we're gonna even use? Like, is anybody gonna utilize the outdoor patio or not? Anyways, I got you covered. I did think ahead, and I threw in some heaters too, from Dine Out. So here I go. I'm reworking that outdoor patio, and it looks so much freaking better. Okay, like there's a ton of space to come out here and just relax and hang out. The only thing I can say about these outdoor heaters is that there's such a limited amount of swatches that these white ones almost stand out too much. But of course, I didn't want you to freeze, so I had to put something out there, even if it is a little bit of an eyesore. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this build here. Just so you know, FYI, the Frothy Foamer is is indeed hiring, okay? So only reliable employees need to apply. No shade towards Ayla at all, no shade. But if you are interested in downloading this lot, it'll be available on the gallery Gen 2 606. And with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video here. I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.